Hello, I'm Mark Dodge and I'm an account manager with C and Mix FM here on the Sunshine Coast. Mix FM and CFM are the number 1 and number 2 radio stations on the coast. We have the most listeners right across. One of the great things about C and Mix FM is that we are live and local. So we actually help advertisers and people listening to the radio station to get the local message. My job as an account manager is to go and talk to people about how we can bring our business to your business. In other words, we can advertise your business on our radio stations. Mix FM has been operating on the Sunshine Coast for more than 52 years, so it's a long-term generic radio station that's been here for a long, long time. A lot of people on the Sunshine Coast have grown up with Mix FM. They know our announcers, Mark and Caroline, and Todd and Sam in the afternoon. In fact, Mark and Caroline have been on air with breakfast here at Mix FM for over 24 years. That's amazing, isn't it? 24 years. And people sort of like the fact of actually being able to relate to those people. One of the great things about being live and local is we can talk about local issues. We can talk about things that are happening in our community in Sunshine Coast. And that means as an advertiser, you're getting your message across as almost part of our content on the radio when you do that.
92.7 Mix FM, it's the best mix on the Sunshine Coast, midnight oil this afternoon, here with your drive-through request.
The other radio station we have here is CFM. CFM has been operating here for more than 10 years and it aims at a slightly younger demographic. It's aimed at people that are sort of somewhere between 25 and 54. Both stations are music stations, so Mix FM plays slightly older music from the 70s, 80s, 90s and today, whereas CFM plays the music happening from the 90s right the way through to today's tracks. However, it's not alternative music, it is popular music, which means that you can pop it in the car, you can relax if you've got the kids in the car on either station, you don't have to worry about any unseemly expletives might be sneaking out in some of these records. As an advertiser, what that means is you're actually able to get your message across to over 156,000 people that are listening per week on those 2 radio stations. We operate from Noosa right the way down to Caboolture. That's where we have our radio station, but in fact you can hear our radio right the way down to Brisbane. So if you're driving from the Sunshine Coast down to Brisbane, there's no need to change stations. What that means, of course, is it's a massive area. It's around about 522,000 people that we're talking to in our area. That's bigger than Newcastle and it's bigger than Canberra. I've recently joined the BNI Sunrise chapter, and one of the great things about that is that I'm actually going to be part of that group and become a very, very active member. One of the philosophies of BNI is that we pass referrals to each other and we help businesses grow. So we've got a group of approximately 30 business people in that room that are like-minded, that want to help each other, support each other through growth in business. I've become part of the leadership group with BNI. I'm actually the mentor coordinator here at Sunrise, which means that I help new members to be successful. I believe very much in that philosophy of givers gain. In other words, if you give a lot back to the industry and back to BNI groups, then you'll receive back. And I have been successful in the time that I've been with BNI. In fact, this year already from July through to now, I've generated over $40,000 in business just from BNI referrals, which is a fantastic result. It helps my business grow, but it also helps my BNI fellow chapter members become part of a bigger group and become part of what it's all about. The great thing about BNI National is that they pass millions of dollars in referrals and millions of dollars in business across to each other. So we're part of that big group. We have great support from BNI head office, and we'd love to have you come along and have a chat to us about how your business might be part of our business and help your business grow. That's what it's all about. We meet on a Thursday morning. We have a lovely breakfast at the Alex Surf Club, Alexander Headlands. At 7 a.m. we have a nice solid breakfast, and we have a chat about business, and we have a guest speaker each week. We're done and dusted and back in your business by 8:30 in the morning, which means that you're back into your business before the business day starts. And I'll tell you what, sitting there at Alex Head Surf Club, looking out across the beautiful beach with the surf rolling in, very difficult to go back to work. So join us one day for a Thursday breakfast. Let us know, hit our website, and we can book you in for a breakfast with us. Thank you for your time and spending in watching this video. I'm Mark from Mix and CFM. We'd love to see you at one of our meetings or terrific and have a chat to us about how we can help your business grow through advertising.